Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to our today's program of the 11th of April 2019. Some other places it's already the 12th of April. So I would like first of all to give to you this short information, but later on, if the opportunity will be shown, so I will take the opportunity to go in more details with the other part of the information. But this is just for short because I've promised to people to give it to some people since yesterday, but I couldn't due to many or several unforeseen situation which shown up. So without taking longer, my name is Odon Bulamba and I'm the presenter of this program. I will be with you for the next few minutes in order to share with you what has been taking place in the Congo, what has been happening in the Congo for the past maybe 24 or at the most 48 hours. So without taking long, let us just go straight away to our news today. The base of UDPS, a political part of Felix Tshisekedi Tshilombo, is angry after the election of the governors. Discontent thundered on Thursday among the UDPS militants in Kinshasa, the day after the election of the governors, of which only one comes from their camp, the Kasai Oriental. Bokomesana, this is a Lingala word, which means that you will get used to make fun in recent weeks. Non-partisan of UDPS. They ironically refer to the UDPS members, their commentary after the proclamation of Felix Tshisekedi as the president of the DRC under an agreement with Joseph Kabila. Although Kasaian, someone from Kasai, did not win, meaning Tshisekedi did not win the presidential election according to the electoral compilation, which came from the church, because the church compiled the result and the result did not reflect that Tshilombo was the winner. Bokomesana then said, soothing supporters of UDPS, drunk with joy at the prospect of the finally see in power. They wanted so much to see themselves in power, so they reached that power, then they start to tell us that you'll get to be used or to get to use to it. However, since the election of national senators, they have been disappointing by the provincial deputies who reflected the overwhelming majority granted by Ceni, the Independent National Electoral Committee, or Commission, sorry, deemed acquired by people of Kabila, to the Common Front for Congo FCC, which is a coalition of Kabila. Ceni still has not produced the polling result by polling station as the law requires to prove that the president, the national and provincial deputies it proclaimed were actually elected. The senatorial majority, now automatic, was further accentuated by the corruption of some opposition member of parliament, to the great anger of the UDPS, which has only one senator instead of dozens that you could have hoped. Felix Tshisekedi has suspended the installation of senators because of this notorious corruption, but it did not take longer. And passed under the fork of FCC without really fighting. While he could have, for instance, argued that he had decided after an interinstitutional meeting, as had been done by Ceni, to postpone the elections in Beni, Butembo, and Yumbi last December. That was the word of someone from La Libre Africa. So the same part is played again this week with the election of the governors. Only that of Kasai Oriental, province of origin of Tshisekedi, which is UDPS, you know, the president of UDPS. UDPS, I would say that has just some roots there, while the FCC has taken the rest of the share. The election as governor of Kinshasa is a FCC member known as a Gentini Ngobila, former governor of Mai-Ndombe, is also another issue which was filed. I mean, he has an issue because the war which started in Yumbi, this guy has been accused as a promoter, as someone who initiated it. So that's why people of Mai-Ndombe filed an allegation involving him in the Yumbi massacre. And that has also aroused anger and bitterness within the UDPS people. The capital, Kinshasa, notoriously anti-Kabila and stronghold of UDPS, should logically see the victory of this ticket UDPS, according to Laurent Batumona. And for those who don't know, even Jekoko Mulumba has said the same. Jekoko has been just released from prison recently. For cash being absorbed by FCC, so those people who were on the street, those who were in anger, have said that not only does the base of UDPS criticize its defeat, but it begins to blame the coalition proclaimed by Felix Tshisekedi between FCC and cash. I mean, cash means UDPS and UNC all together. Coalition that supported his candidacy for the presidential election. Asked by various Congolese media, the Kinshasa UDPS militant on Thursday were criticizing, and they were really ready to criticize that coalition in which cash was absorbed by the FCC, to the point that they were asking, what is coalition? They were angry and furious to that. And they said that Mark Kabunde was appointed as the interim president of the UDPS by Felix Tshisekedi. This, in defiance of the party's internal regulations, is accused by many for failing to apply directly or to postulate or to be the candidate to that governorate or that candidacy to become a governor of Kinshasa. And for that reason, let me show you a short video here.
On va balancer sur les réseaux sociaux, voilà. Mais il a dit, mais pourquoi la tenue n'est pas de la coalition? Vous voyez, c'est que dans le pouvoir. On va balancer sur les réseaux sociaux, voilà. Mais il a dit, mais pourquoi la tenue n'est pas de la...
Thank you. So, to complete the crucifixion, if you want, or the crucifix, was put online on Thursday, a short video filmed some time ago in Kisantu Mbwele Lodge, which belongs to Antoine Gonda, where Kabund is seen on a horseback in a perfect new wealthy person or a new boss, while Azarias Ruberwa of the FCC says to him, I will repeat it, you see what gives is a power. That was the end of his message. The unfortunate candidate in Lubumbashi Governorate, Koko Mulongo, demanded the resignation of Kabund on Thursday. Some people wonder about the destabilization of the UDPS that this case can lead. Thus, Valentin Mubake, at the head of the dissident UDPS, would be regaining ground in the heart of parliamentarian standing or members of the UDPS. Since the proclamation of Felix Tshisekedi as president, Valentin Mubake cries out for electoral cheating, and after urging Tshisekedi's son to make an alliance with the people rather than with the bloc of Kabila or people from Kabila's political arena. The militants of Kinshasa have not forgotten that Kabila's regime had the UDPS burned down on September the 20th, 2016. on the sidelines of a demonstration for the departure of Joseph Kabila. 6 activists were burned alive. For some observers, it is not impossible for the base of UDPS eventually change their allegiance, all the more easily as the appointment of Kabunda as interim president of the party is illegal. So these are the declaration of those people who were complaining, people of UDPS in Kinshasa, just showing their unhappiness, showing that they were furious for what has been taking place in this coalition of UDPS and Cash. Furthermore, another group of Congolese people who are members of UDPS living overseas, we have got this information and it can still be verified that some of them have been complaining because from time to time whenever Tshisekedi will move Congo to go overseas, he will be escorted. A group of people will be invited to come and welcome him, to applaud and to show to the world that Tshisekedi has a wonderful support. Now those people have been complaining because they have been booking their flight, using their own money for those flights, because they were told, they were promised that the money will be paid back for them with some majoration, with some, they will top it up. Unfortunately, people have been traveling for 4 times, 3 times, or more, even 5 times, but to now, they are not reimbursed. No one has paid them back. Now it's become an issue. Some of them have told us, it's become an issue because they are now in conflict with their wives or with their family members because the money they used to go 2, 3, 4, 5 trips to go and welcome Tshisekedi, hold, the flags or sending signal messages here and there, was a money maybe which was like a savings for the family, or that was a little of their salary that they sacrificed, with hope that whenever we'll go back, they'll pay us more, or on top of what we wasted, we used, they will give us back something. But to now, UDPS hasn't said anything yet with regard to that. Maybe due to administrative, realities, maybe they will be paid back, but later on. But already in families, things started to flash out to show that really problems start to occur here and there because some fathers, some parents used their money to go to America, to go to different countries in Africa to be with the Tshisekedi. So we don't know if that is completely true, but it's already out. And if that is true, what can we say? Nothing, no comment. And if it's not true, what can we say? No comment either. For that reason, I am going to stop here to tell you that Congo, our country, is one. It will remain one. And in love and unity, we'll move forward to build our country. May God bless the Congo. May God bless you. And may God bless the present and future of our nations. Thank you very much and hope to see you next time again. Goodbye for now.